Alrighty then. So this is, oh my goodness. Excuse me. Well, welcome to the Hourglass. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I was so excited. That's why I kind of blew through the intro. But I wanted to see, what is this person, your person, because this is somebody that wants to be with you, that wants to work things out, even if it means just keeping it at a friend level until they could give you more. What is this person working on? What is your person working on at this moment to have a future with you? All right. So this is someone that definitely sees a future with you. All right. So that's the energy I'm going to stay with. That's what I believe in my heart that this reading is for or about. So let's see what's going on. One of you mentioned about the 18 and over sexy readings. I'm going to get to that. Right now, my mission is to just give these messages or transmissions, all right? So we have to play with the cards sometimes and go with the flow with what the card wants to say. And then we could move on to getting really sexy. Wink, wink. All right, so let's see. This person, what are they working on to help the future of this connection or relationship with my viewer at this time? Their own transformation. Hello, honey boo boo. And we have grounding. So let me tell you, under that we have play. So they definitely want some playtime with you, honey boo boo, or honey bunches. I'm hearing honey bunches. So this person thinks that you're very, very sweet. We have two cards with very ferocious animals, the elephant and the lion. So that could be somewhat of, or we have a combination, because under that with the play card, it's a lion with an elephant trunk. So we have the lion and we have the elephant. So your person may be a gentle giant, or they have this very ambitious side to them. And I feel like they're going to project it through their transformation. Maybe in the past they let their ego be very destructive to this connection or to themselves, but I feel like now with the elephant, very concentrative or concentrating on their intuitive side of the brain when it comes to grounded. They may be born on the 4th month or the 4th date, 20th date, or 420. Hey, my smokers, 420 is always 420. Every day is 420, right? But I feel like since we talk about Mary Jane, you know, with Mary Jane, there's a very cravingness, like an appetite, a hunger. So this person could have an appetite, a craving for love with you, all right? Now, I do feel like this person was ignoring very intense moods or feelings, and that was prolonging this transformation. They didn't want to discover or see what was beneath some sort of surface or the reality of their emotions. Okay, so maybe they're outdoor a lot, or they're meditating. Could be, you know, just hanging out by themselves a lot more to kind of listen to what they have been suppressing, all right? That intuitive side of their brain. They could own a garden, or you own a beautiful garden. But I'm getting that this person wants to become more grounded in their own transformation. So maybe in the past they were running away from transformations because it's unknown, it's scary, it's gloomy, it's dark, it's painful, it's dread. I'm getting it. It's just dread. So this person could have been running away from it from as long as they could. And now they're seeing that it's beautiful and it brings this security, this groundedness within them. So they feel very secure at this moment, or secure in this transformation that they're undergoing. They're balancing their yin and yang energies. All right. So maybe they're following pages that kind of give them a lot of highlights in how to move forward. Maybe this is a person that doesn't want to burden you with their growth, or maybe they didn't want to show you that side of themselves, because it kind of feels like they want to stand on their own 2 feet. I ran across a blog that was asking, should women heal their men? And surprisingly, men was commenting saying, no, a man should stand on his own 2 feet. All right. So that may be of some help there, but it was very surprising to see men commenting saying no, because after a while, because you're not their mother. All right. After a while, men that had very supportive healing women kind of resent them in the longer run. All right, because it's almost like you're acting for them or you're acting on their behalf when they have to kind of like step in and hold that frame. All right, and it's some truths to what you work for. You value more. All right, so I feel like your person may live close to possibly a forest. I'm just getting like this garden effect. So maybe where they live have like lawns or I don't know, like water or something. A quiet place, could be a park, very sunny area as well, where they go to sit and think. They don't have to talk to anybody. I feel like this is a person that doesn't want to talk to anybody right now because they're trying to make a good decision when it comes to this transformation. They like to drift off. So they may not call it meditation, but they drift off. They go into like this trance-like energy, and they kind of see in their intuitive brain what is possible and what is not. All right. So groundedness. Let me see what else I could take. So this could be an earth sign, or they're tapping into their earth element, their elemental magic of earth, given this renewal. It's almost like a spring or a blossom. I'm getting what is that? Seal? A kiss from a rose. Oh, so maybe you're a rose, male or female, and you gave them a kiss in what it was in the gray, and now it's like, did you know that when it snows, my eyes become alive? And you know that song, right? And I'm hearing, if this is a guy that you're concerned about, I'm in that song when he mentions a man could only say or tell you so much. You have been my power, my pleasure, and my pain. Listen to Seal, Kiss from a Rose, right? Big up on yourself in the comment box if that resonates. So your person is really focused on fulfillment here, or meaningful. Okay, so this person maybe switching something here, switching gears. So they're more focused on meaningful relationships. This could be someone that was, or they don't like cold months or the winter. This could be someone that really flourish or thrives in spring and summer. So in this winter or this cold stage, they had a lot to think about. I feel like they were off balance a lot of their life, and they took a lot of long path or the long way, and it was essential for them. I'm also feeling like they're trying to secure shelter or a home and their finances. They're trying to secure their well-being. And I feel like when they're grounded, it's easier for them to move. When they're in a sense of security, it's easy for them is what I'm getting. So transformations, your person may be unlearning and relearning some shit in their life. I feel like there were some hard lessons when they were in this ungrounded energy. So they're in recovery for some of you. I feel like when they go into recovery mode and they feel really secure, they reach out or they check in. I feel like for some of you, you may be a very fiery goddess. Like you may be very dominant, or you just know what you want. Could be very direct. And this person may find that fierceness very encouraging. So you shake this person up a lot. All right. For some of you, you may have kind of like fall back, or you're not as invested as you used to be. And I feel like this is why this person is moving into this shakeup. They're getting the courage to move into a shakeup here because of you not being a fiery goddess or god towards them. I feel like in the past there was a lot of destructive energy. So maybe this person has a lot of energy, but they didn't know how to channel it, and they created a lot of destruction, being that they were unbalanced as well. So they could have a lot of brothers or sisters, or they're very close to siblings, may not be. But I feel like they have a group of people, could be a family. They had a group of people that was okay with them being in a destructive energy. You were not. I feel like you were someone that kind of bitch slapped them. I hope it wasn't physically, or you just brought reality and that gave them a wake up call. I do feel like this person was a bully, or they have maybe you're the bully or dominant, but somebody here was, or they thought that they were very dominant until they met you. Some sort of spark or healing power you kind of eliminate, and this person sees it. And I feel like you were someone that faced some challenges between you and this person, or they kind of challenged you to see your power, but you did have a positive effect on this person. And I feel like you're encouraging them to have positive changes by finding new ways to do things. Hey, the quote that comes with this card goes something to the effect as, each night when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. So maybe you kind of challenge this person to do new things, even though it's a different day. They were kind of in the same rut or routine. And I feel like you have challenged them with this transformation. I feel like also their ego may have backfired on them. Maybe they tried to test you with their ego mind or being egotistical, and you kind of rise up to the challenge. I'm hearing rise up to the occasion. You kind of rise up. You showed your strong card, and that immediately brought a lot of heat and fiery emotions between you and this person, but they like it. I feel like if this person was very destructive and into convenience, I feel like that is changing. Their emotional energy is changing here. Wow, it's like you shook them up. You shook them up. And I feel like now they're burning away a lot of these ways about themselves. So this fiery, hot energy that you guys have, I feel like you're taming them. You make the cock crow and you're taming them, and now they're wanting to complete this transformation. And for some of you, in this midst of this transformation, they're really seeing how destructive they were, and I feel like they're almost embarrassed that they had to trigger you that way for them to see it. So maybe they had to hurt you for them to see how dangerous or destructive they were. Wow, look at that. Knight of Cups with the Eight of Wands. This person is very, very infatuated with you. I feel like they want to be your hero here, or they feel like you guys are true love. You know, this could have happened really fast, and that could have caused this person to kind of test what's going on. I feel like they do want to text you, or this is a person that texts in sentences instead of like this whole paragraph. But I feel like right now, they may be delayed or blocked from giving you their cup of love, or even proposing something very romantic, because there's a purge that needs to happen. You notice you notice the white horse, and this is like portraying the knight's soul. So the horse is looking at the waterfall in the background, and waterfalls talks about purification. It talks about this strong flow of water, this pressure of water that washes away but doesn't hurt, unless they have like rocks beneath there, you know, you get all fucked up. But I feel like there was a rush or purification that happened, and now I feel like this person wants to move even faster in this transformation. So in this transformation, your person is seeing how water is powerful enough to cleanse, or something was burned out. Could be even both. You know, they had to purge out or detox, and then a lot of their destructive habits or ways are being burnt out. So I feel like this person is really, really infatuated and in love with you. They're like struck. They want more. I'm hearing that they want more. I'm hearing they've been a good boy. I've been a good boy, they're saying. And that could be because they're keeping to themselves. They may have a lot of semen retention, especially with that waterfall. Like, psh. I'm getting rude, you guys. I'm sorry. But they do want to play. All right. Tell me some more. Wow, Six of Wands. They could be doing really well in their transformation. A lot of people are starting to see a difference in their attitude and behavior. I feel like they have a lot of side eye, and they may have some haters around them, and that could have contributed to their destructive ways. You know, maybe they fed off of that hater energy. You know that song, by 50 Cent's Hustler's Ambition, when he said in the beginning, I need you to hate. When he was like, I need you to hate on me so I could use your energy. So this could have been a person that was using people's energy to kind of win out here. So we have the King of Wands energy. This is a go-getter's energy. They like to go after what they desire and conquer it. So you have a conquering lion who is very determined and focused, like an elephant. Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. This person is working a lot. And I feel like they may have aged, or they feel a lot more stretched. Like they feel like thinner inside. All right. So they could be working on their shadow energy behind the scenes. They could even be taking a closer look, really focus on the things that they were doing repeatedly. Hey, they're looking at details. For some of you, this person may be a perfectionist, and they're now realizing that perfection is not fucking real. So that may be changing as well. I feel like they're working on a project or a service or some sort of creative passion or project that's inspiring them through this transformation. So being that your person is going through this transformation, their passions could be very stimulated. I feel like they like this transformation because it's throwing off their haters. So if they had family members or friends that they know were pretending to like associate or like them, they're starting to see that this new transformation is throwing these people off. They can't phantom your person anymore. They don't know how to hit, they don't know how to trigger your person or push your person's button anymore. So, you know, people who they were in groups with or family businesses, they're starting to notice that your person is not as into it as it was. Maybe they're trying to trigger your person to act very destructive, and that's not working anymore. Your person like in a trance-like state. Your person is thinking about how to be more grounded. How could I put in more effort in myself? They could even be working on money independently. So they have something else that they're working on that nobody is. They know something is going on with your person, but they're doing it behind closed doors. We have the Emperor, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius vibe. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So your person is grounding their fucking energy. We have the Hierophant. They're stepping into their divinity through this transformation. They're starting to see how powerful they really are. Your person has a very big vision. And I feel like with the Emperor's energy, even though there's an ego here, they're now letting this ego, or they're befriending their ego. Because we can't get rid of the ego, people. Let's get real. We can't get rid of the ego. The most we could do is befriend it, or we could learn how to hush it up. We could train it to work for us. So you could let your ego be your best teacher or your worst enemy, your greatest teacher and your worst enemy, right? So your person right now may be feeling very divine. They're feeling like the emperor. They're feeling like your emperor, male or female. They're taking back control over their life. So whereas they let validation or people triggering them, pushing their button, let them get into a very destructive, egotistical fool, they're now seeing like I'm gonna befriend my shadow side. Their intuitive mind is working. They're grounding this energy and being very smart, and where they put their energy. We have a little mouse head, so they could have mousy friends, you know, little ratty friends, you know what I'm saying? And they're beginning to see like no way, Jose. They may even have a brother, a fire sign or an earth sign brother. That's like, dude, what's going on with you? Zack attack, what's going on with you, right? Talk about the Emperor and the King of Wands. What is the clarification card between those? We have the Death. Yeah, so they're shifting, my person. If this is a woman, she's in her masculine energy. This is a female that's very decisive on the action that they need to take. They're taking back their energy and their power. This is very empowering. They're sticking to the deal, or they're sticking to the big vision that they have with you. So we have the Death card intercepting the King of Wands and their Emperor. So your person is double transformating or transitioning going on here. The Emperor had a fall, or their ego has going through an ego death here. So they're shifting out of the old way of using their ego. They shift from the King of Wands to the Emperor. The Emperor got his groove back, honey boo boo. So they're at peace. They are surrendering. Like I know I felt that. So in the past, if they were like really against or resistant change, we see the white flower here, or the white carnation, or the white rose, signifying I am surrendering because I am the key to this new rebirth. I am the key to this better day coming. So, you know, they could be wanting forgiveness here as well, or there's a little bit of shame that they were so rebellious against this shift, right? So let's see what they're working on in the Eight of Pentacles. This could be a small business owner. This could be a way of making money independently. Heartbreak, all right? So your person may have really suffered from some heartbreak, maybe some deep disappointment from an early age. Maybe they had to work really early. Maybe they had children really early and they really had to be like this working person. And it caused a lot of disappointments within themselves. So this is compassion, healing compassion. So your person right now, even though they're in this masculine energy, they're still softening that shield, because the compassion is the altar of the heart. So your person is the altar. Your person is realizing that their heart is the ultimate altar here. I'm going to just go back in my notes with compassion, because compassionate card has been flipping out nonstop for this whole week. Come on now, let's not play around with my notes. Let me find it. And I also get like this I am energy. I am, you know, loved. I am worthy. I'm chosen. I am blessed, and I am enough. This could be what your person is now waking up to in this transformation. I'm also getting, yeah, the compassion. So they could be very compassionate and gentle with themselves while working. So, you know, this is their gentle season. They're walking softly in their own humility. I'm also getting they're softening that masculine shield, even though they're in this masculine energy. This is the builder's energy, male or female, but they're softening that aggressive or that dominant masculine energy. This could also be someone that suffered from daddy dilemmas. Could be an absentee dad, or a dad that was very loud or verbally abusive. They could be healing that energy as well, crying as a way of purging. We saw that with the Knight of Cups. They are purging, and sometimes we cry as purification. Now, this is all intuitive and channeled. So if it does not resonate, it does not resonate. There could be some heartbreaks or disappointment that your person has never ever told you about, because they try to handle it on their own by being in this go-getter's energy and being very ambitious and passionate and active in life. But they're now seeing that in order to feel fulfillment, to feel like this winner, to feel like this masculine frame is something to be proud of, they have to go through the shift of this could be very egotistical and territorial person into the emperor, big vision. This is big daddy energy, all right? So, you know, again, if this is a female that you're looking onto, she could be healing father dilemmas, absent fathers, having to be so progressive and active in life and softening that shield. So we see that the altar of the heart, or the heart is the ultimate altar here. This could be the third path, or the best path your person is taking, because we see the path here as well in the death card. So your person is finding the third path, or the third pillar, and that is all about compassion. That's all about moving in balance, mildness, and compassion. It's about the path of wise judgment, of mercy. All right, so your person is on the path of mercy. And it's the labor of the heart. You know, it's not of the head or the mind, and your person is seeing that now, that they really have to work on these things that are causing disappointments and heartbreaks between the both of you. But first they had to heal and become secure within themselves in order for them to use this intuitive mind. So even though we're using the intuitive mind, we're using that for knowledge of self. We're using it as knowledge of God or whoever your person sees as their life protector. But you're really using the heart. The heart is what's being the heart's eye, or this person is using their heart to guide them. But first they needed to heal that, to trust that, to be grounded in that. So there's a lot of crying, could be a shame, could be finally crying the last cry of daddy dilemmas, or what a man supposed to be. I feel like if this is a woman, the both of you are in your masculine frame, and now this woman is surrendering to healing her heart. All right, let's see what goes on now. So there's a lot of effort, great effort and work being put into this healing of the Three of Swords for the Fool. So we're coming out with the Fool, and we're coming out with the Page of Wands. So your person is still very much rediscovering themselves. There goes Judgment. This is the rebirth, hey. This is the reigniting of the heart's fire, heart flame. Your person is hearing the call. And again, they answered the call. They're in the self-discovery of the Page of Wands. So this is what you need to know, that this person is having a lot of fresh ideas. They're very energetic with all of this wand energy. They could even be feeling the spirit. They're feeling the divine. They're feeling the Holy Spirit in this transformation, whether they want to open up about that, but they're feeling very creative about a big vision here. They're wanting to put in the work. Eight of Pentacles, Emperor. Now the Fool energy, feeling free. So your person may be feeling a sense of freedom after doing this compassionate, gentle walk here. This is their gentle season where they're able, they have the capacity in their hearts now to pursue fresh ideas. Now, they could have been prone to a lot of one-night stands or emotional roller coasters where there was a lot of makeup and breakup. They're starting to see that this was just another stepping stones. All right. They're looking for possibilities. For some of you, they could be meeting new people. Again, being exposed to new sites or social pages, social media pages that encourage the ego to try different things. Hey, your person in the past may have had extreme difficulties creating long-term relationship because of this rigid approach of trying new things, very my way or the highway, and very forceful energy. All right, but I feel like you may have been someone that stuck around longer than the rest because you're someone that was able to challenge this person's attitude, or you didn't let this attitude of the King of Wands and the Emperor kind of like make you shrink you, or you didn't fight fire with fire. Fire with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You didn't fight fire with this person. So I can't see too much of what you were doing or how you are a person, because I'm asking, what is this person, your person, working on for the future betterment or improvement of you guys' connection or relationship? So I can't see too much of what you're doing here. This is all about this person. So they're working on this grounded energy. If there's fleeting person, that burns out pretty quickly, they come with all this glam and glitz and, crazy. They want to play and they quickly leave. Or they were really unreliable here. They're grounding that energy. They could even want to give you something very small, a financial gift or something from their heart. Okay, so we have, if I knew what I know now, I would choose different. So this person is maturing, they are learning, and there are some regrets that they are embarrassed about. They cry about it. I don't know if it's a daily thing, or when they're at work, they have emotional outbursts, or they get very emotional. I got that they work to keep themselves from breaking down emotionally or crying. All right. So your person is learning here. We have passionate patience. This could also talk about divine timing. It's taken longer than I thought it would. So your person, they wanted to bypass all of this transformation. They wanted to bypass all of it, but they kept repeating the same old difficulties and destructive habits. So now I feel like they should be way more farther than what they are, but they had to learn a little slower. I feel like this person is in beast mode. That's the card that fell on the ground. So they're in beast mode. They wanted to amp that energy up like a rocket, maybe they work on rockets. They may live close to NASA, or this may be a very galactic being. And now tapping into that galactic spirit. That's for some of you. I feel like they are staring death in the face, or they have stared death in the face numerous of times. So they could have been a dead devil that escaped death a few times, and they may cry about that. Don't interrupt their karma, my person. Karma. Do not interrupt their karma. You need to give this person space so they could learn some life lessons, fall back. So if some of you really fell back, you're not talking to this person because it's just the same old story, doing things to get your attention, for validation. It got old. This person knows that it's getting old because they like to keep people's interest. They like when others are very interested in them. So they could be someone that likes to impress others or be the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? But it got old, and I feel like for some of you, you knew they had some karma to complete, so they could step into their own divinity. So you may have fell back. That could have, broken their heart, cause an ego death. At the same time, they were grieving your absence, figuring I'll go back to work, or I'll find other ways to make money to take my mind off of this grief and heartbreak that they got when you fell back. But continue to fall back. Continue to let this person go through the transformation, because the minute you try to show them attention and become part of their court, they're gonna like exit out of this transformation, and we need them to complete it. We need them to kind of check these wounds that they have in order to have this clean slate, this 0 point energy with the Fool, a new beginning, a refreshed new beginning with the Judgment. Your person has been called to do something spiritual or practical here, and I feel like they're on their way. They're hearing the call and they're on their way. They're on the mountain, serving the land, surveying the land to see where they have to go to get to this calling. So they may have a calling with their purpose, and this is what they're off doing. Show me your heart and I'll show you mine's. First move. So they may want you to make the first move, or they're planning to make the first move, and they're hoping that you're going to reciprocate that energy. But they're needing to build that courage, that bravery to be open in the heart space. All right. Upgrading. So yeah, massive upgrading, improvement happening. They're raising the bar. Person that's watching, I recognize who you are. So they're raising the bar because they recognize who you are. So if this is a person that was just not capable of giving long-term relationships or even being reliable, they recognize that you are the person that's worthy of that. So maybe they never met someone that caused them to buckle the fuck down, and you did, right? So they're living their life detached, or this is what they want it to look like. They may have a lot of enemies or spies, ratty people that's around them, and they could see in some ways that they have to move out. Their ego was attached to these people and the energy that they were projecting to. So it's like your person's shadow ego felt like they were feeding off of these negative energies so they could get motivated to do what they needed to do. So they could have been hanging around a lot of dangerous, sharky, ratty people to motivate them to keep pushing in life. You know, some shit be going on like that. So they're living their life detached, maybe because you're not in the picture right now, or you have fallen back. You have decided to give this person space. I feel like they're trying to hold up pretense like they're not really affected by this ending between the both of you, or you letting them go. Because I feel like that's what y'all did. They did something here in the King of Wands energy, and you were like, you still playing these weird games for attention. Or it's something about their they're very charismatic. Maybe they're very good looking and they play on their looks a lot, right? So I feel like some of you may have let that go. Like, oh shit, you know what? You still playing these validation games? I'm gonna let this go. We have change your energy. So they may want you to change your energy, or they're changing their energy. We have narcissistic traits. I'm going to get to that. We have envy, and we have family issues. Now, the reason why I said I'm going to get to that, this person has narcissistic people in their family. This is where they pick those traits up. So this does not mean necessarily that your person is a narcissistic person or narcissist, but they have family members that are. So we adapt, or we copy, or we mimic what the family member is doing. And again, this could be a father dilemma where their dad was very, very self-centered. Everything came second to their dad. This could have been a son that always wanted to impress their narcissistic dad, but it never happened, and they just end up copying this narcissistic parent. This could also be a mother that had a very masculine frame and was very, very self-centered and all about oneself. So I don't think your person is narcissistic, but I do think that they picked up or copied a lot of that energy. All right, so it's a difference. Family issues. So a lot of people in their family are starting to see that they're not easily triggered. They're not falling in line with the tactics. Hey, so their family are like, what the fuck is getting into you? So their family could be questioning them. Why are they acting so different? Why are they acting like they're better than them? Because your person really is. They just got sucked in to that life, that ratty life, right? So this person wants you to know that you are their love, and this is what they have to say. This is a heart confession. We spoke once about lovers who kept finding each other no matter how many times the world came between them. So maybe at one point or the other, your person did kind of admit in so many words that you guys keep finding each other, or they're going to keep finding you, whether it's this lifetime or the next. And I think I had to break your heart, and you had to break mine. How else could we know the worth of what we're given? So maybe this person was going through a string of relationships, and they never was heartbroken or feel as defeated as they did when you decided to let things go. Could have been a little bit of revenge, where they wanted to get you back, but it didn't work. They had an ego death instead. One more card. If I knew what I know now, I would have chosen different. And that goes back to the narcissistic parenting or siblings. This parent could have had many other children, and they always had to they always wanted to be in the lead, always wanted to win the affections of a narcissistic individual. And that could have led to them being attracted to narcissism, period. All right. But now that they know better, they're trying to choose or do things differently, and it's a struggle because they're still hanging around people that's pulling them back into that energy. Living my life detached at the end. All right, so if this is a narcissistic individual, I don't feel like that's what it is, but if that's the situation for you, I don't think that this is the story, period. But it is some sort of narcissistic energy floating around these people. And that's why you are advised to keep away, because this person has to deal with that karma. They have to face those narcissistic individuals and cut off the supply that they're giving to them. And that could be attracting narcissistic friends because of their narcissistic parent. All right. So they could be someone that's highly energetic and spiritual, control, could even be a shaman energy here, and they were meeting these people to kind of break out and be hurt by them as well, so they could be activated in their own divinity. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy these messages, these insights, these details, and if you didn't, it may not have been the message for you, and that's okay. It's okay to admit that it's not the video for you and keep it moving. You're always in control of your attitude. You're always in control of your actions, and you're always in control of your own efforts. Remember that always. And yeah, check out the description box below and how you could hit that tip jar and give back to the community in candles, cleansing tools, literature, decks as well. And yeah, contribute to my coffee addiction, because that's what keeps me on and popping at times. All right, that's my comfort zone. My happy little place is when I have a beautiful cup of coffee of coconut milk and whipped cream with caramel. Anywho, I'm gonna see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.